Do you ever find yourself feeling distracted, where you want to get stuff done but somehow it's just not happening? Well, if you do, I'm going to tell you a story of a 70-pound man who took down an empire and how he did it with his 3 monkeys. Mahatma Gandhi was truly a great soul. He brought about independence of India, taking down the most powerful empire in the world at the time. The British Empire ruled over roughly 1/4 of the world. And this 70-pound ascetic, who owned almost nothing, was able to take down this mighty empire without any violence. How is this possible? Gandhiji was the embodiment of truth. He believed in truth. He had spiritual power and relied on a higher power to support him in his work. He brought about unity and cooperation, and he developed spiritual powers and spiritual virtues. And he lived a very, very simple life. One of the things that many people don't know about Gandhiji is that although he had almost no possessions at all, he carried around a statue of the 3 monkeys like this. Why did he keep this with him? Because the 3 monkeys represent see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. And although, of course, there was plenty of evil happening, he realized that if he absorbed his mind and his heart in negative things, it would reduce his vibration, his energy, his capacity. It would distract him away from the great task that he was working on. And by him focusing all of his energy on bringing about independence, self-sovereignty, he was able to take down the mighty British Empire. Now, we live in a world where there is enormous amounts of crazy things happening. You could call it evil in the world. And more than ever, there is the opportunity to see evil by looking at our phones, hear evil by listening to negative things and gossip, and of course speak evil, talking about all the bad things in the world. Many of our students tell us that they're really trying their best to get stuff done, but these things are stopping them from getting things done because there's so much crazy stuff, let's be honest. And many of us might think, well, if I didn't know everything that's happening in the world, then I would be worse off or it would be a problem. But Gandhi is the perfect example of somebody who did something truly extraordinary while focusing on his task and not letting himself get pulled by this thing and that. So if we want to bring about a change in the world, if we want to bring about sovereignty in the world, we need to begin with self-sovereignty, mastery over our own thoughts and feelings, focusing on goodness and what matters most, focusing on developing those virtues like Gandhi did, relying on a higher power. And through that, we will be able to bring about wonderful transformation in this world. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence. So to remind me to stay on point, I keep a statue of the 3 monkeys right next to where I work, by the window here. The monkeys sit right next to St. Michael. And it reminds me to stay on point and realize that if Gandhi could take out the entire British Empire using his 3-monkey approach, then I should at least be able to get some work done during the day. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence. Stay happy and enjoy.